Hey everybody, and welcome back to our playthrough of Pathologic. Where last we left off, we talked with... Who did we talk with? The current patriarch of the Khan family. And we're going off to look for who murdered Simon. And our really first clue, or major clue, is the associate of the good doctor. Isidore, is it? What was his name? Today's quest. Yeah, Isidore Baraka. Burdak? Again, my pronunciation of every single character in this name's probably going to be butchered, but I'll do my best. So yeah, I got a very helpful comment last episode on some of the things that I should look out for. The fact that there is, in fact, this mission statement and useful tips. And also, I have letters that I can read, which is very useful. And also on the map screen, there's this symbol on the bottom left. I was told to click. No idea what this is. But it's useful nonetheless to know that those symbols do, in fact, do something. So yeah, like I elaborated on last episode, very surreal. I mean, I think every single episode of this series has been me talking about how surreal this all is. But again, it's like, because it's usually a week in between sessions, it always astounds me every time I come back to sit down and play this game, just how different in tone everything is. So yeah, right now, I was looking for a store, the pub, to increase some of my stats, because I think I'm hungry, a little bit hungry. I'm kind of exhausted. I need to sleep at some point. I don't know what adherence is. Oh, okay, so these are all the major characters that I have to interact with and make sure live. But they mentioned that there's about 20 NPCs in this game that are unique, and I have to make sure, regardless of what happens, every day somebody is going to die. And it's up to me and my actions to either prevent that or facilitate it, depending. But for now, I'm going to go to where Isidore Bruck is at, because he's the last person who I know talked with Simon before his murder. Yeah, before I do that, I'll go through some of these letters, or the mission statement and today's quest. So, as of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of... Did I read this, actually? Even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be, very interesting, from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. I do wonder what he means by the powers that be, because that the connotation of that is, I mean, it's hard to pin down what it is that he's talking about. Is he talking about government? Is he talking about, like, the actual powers that be, fate, divinity, and the like, or what? But I mean, it seems like it's a governmental thing because they shut down his laboratory, preventing his further research. So I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man. If he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. So yeah, again, quick reminder, the character we're currently playing, one of three, is Dr. Daniel Baranovsky. I think that's his last name. And his life's work is extending human vitality, effectively searching for immortality. And he was brought to the small town because Simon seemed to be, like it says, an undying Leviathan. A man who just didn't die. And the only reason he did die was because he was murdered. So, our character here is a doctor turned detective. So, in pursuit of a killer, to find out who killed the immortal Simon Kane. The dead man's own family may not want it more than I do. I have an abiding desire to punish the murderer, to eradicate them, no matter if they were acting on their own account or at the behest of the powers that be. Whoever they were, they picked the moment far too well. Yeah, because if the doctor had surmised how it was that Simon was this immortal being, then it would change humanity forever. My gentle associate, my selfless advisor... Oh, it's his advisor. Isidore Barak was the last person to see Simon Kane alive. If it wasn't for Barak's guidance, I would never have come to this backwards domain. All the more reason to start my pursuit with him. And I don't have any other tasks. Let's see. Reminder from the Kanes. Venerable Doctor, there must have been a mistake of the most regrettable kind. I was duly informed that you arrived in town last night. Unfortunately, my servants must have missed you at the station and were unable to guide you towards Brit Square. I urge you to come see me in the Crucible in my manor at your earliest convenience. So that was the letter we got before he died, and obviously he did die, so we never got to this conversation. So what was the message from Isidore himself? My dearest Bachelor Danovsky. Okay, Danovsky. Not Baranovsky, my bad. Danovsky. It is most disconcerting to learn that the powers that be have the intention of shutting down the laboratory that owes its fame largely to your own research in the field of thanatology? Thanatology? Is in study of the dead? It is true that your detractors have branded your studies scientifically stillborn. Rejoice, Bachelor, for there is an observable case that would quell the obscurants that reject the research of death, aging, and necrosis as a subject that lacks academic viability. This case, if you were to document it, would go a long way towards restoring your reputation as a scholar. The subject in question is Simon Kane, who has ruled the town where I live for as long as I can remember. This man's longevity transcends the boundaries of what is plausible. It is phenomenal, no less, and I struggle to give an explanation of it with what scientifically means I have at my disposal. Make no delay. There is a sensational discovery to be made here, a breakthrough that will not only save your laboratory, but also revivify your studies and greatly increase your scientific renown. Your humble servant and faithful colleague, Isidore Barak. P.S. I spoke to Simon on your behalf, and he's kindly agreed to facilitate your effort. Daring ideas and far-fetched projects are traditionally very well respected in our neck of the woods. So that gives us a foundational background for why it is that Simon is even here, or how it was that our character learned of Simon, but it also brings into question why this was not brought up at an earlier point in time. It had a medicine store, or a medicine sign in. I might as well check to see what their wares are. Oh, I did not look at the trading screen to understand how to do this, actually. Because there was a guy that wanted water. I have absolutely no idea if he got it from... Oh, there's a tick mark to... Does he have it? Yeah, I'm good, actually. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Very scary trading screen. With absolutely no dialogue. I do not know what this means. But I'm sure it will come into play later. But first, I wanted to eat something. And then I'm going to have to walk all the way back where I was at. I do like how every sector of the town has a different, maybe not visual look, at least at the moment, but the background music does change per segment. I mean, I guess I'll see if that's the case when I go to the third quadrant. Quadrant? No, quadrant is 4. Third part of the town. These children are so disconcerting. I still don't understand why those men were running after that lady and killed her. It's a rather foreboding architecture. Then again, most of the architecture in this town is... What do you want, kid? I've heard so much about you. Oh, what's in your pockets, pumpkin? That's creepy sounding. What's up? Are you really playing hide and seek with a Maneater? What? What Maneater? The one that ate Grandpa Simon. Don't be silly. Why else would everyone say that there's not a single piece left of him? No one says that to me. What? I have not been able to look at Simon's body, to be fair. But if that kid knows more than me, well... This guy's face is just unnerving. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is this guy. How about we barter? I'll have your water and not... Okay. Oh, this guy's face is... I don't like it. I don't know how to do this, to be honest. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just gonna leave? I don't fully understand the reputation system. But again, this is the very start of the game. Quote unquote. Okay. Another symbol appeared in the bottom left, but I don't know what that means. Besides this map, it seems to happen every time something significant, or maybe every time the hour passes. I want to go to the pub, though. Yeah, let me go to the pub. And the music does in fact change with each area of town. I don't like this. I'll take an empty bottle. I have many empty bottles. I don't believe I have spring water. I have to go back to the church in order to get more spring water. So maybe I did trade with that guy. Or maybe I went... I don't remember if I went into my inventory and just drank. Okay, these bushes are blocking my way. I just want to go to the pub. I need sustenance. Is this the pub? This one... ominous looking pub. But I require food. I talk to you. Clearly not. Why is there a dancer in this pub? Okay. Okay. Can you give me food? I require food. That's coffee. Boosts immunity, strength during sleep, critical doses of cheering can alter the effects of infection. What? Silver ring? A hook? This is not food. You're supposed to be a bar. This gives me nothing to eat. Who are you?
How's my brother? Any news on him?
I don't know. Andres. Oh! Okay. Another the comment said I should click on the important character portraits, and that's good. It gives me a background on all these characters. So, this is one of the bound. Andre Samatin? Stamatin? Andre. I'll just call him Andre. Maria's take on him. I'm quite fond of Andre. Andre? I don't know. The twins are the two sides of a single whole, but Andre has the capability to execute Peter's fantasies and designs. He is resolute enough not only to admit the possibility of the impossible, but also to implement it through persistent creative work. My uncle was quite capable of former too, but the latter, a personality like Andres, I'm gonna, again, deserve nothing but admiration. Vlad the Younger. Who's Vlad the Younger? Without Andre's boldness, Peter's vivid imagination would only exist on paper. It's a shame that the duo is in decline right now. Really, Peter is a habitual drinker, and Andre wastes his life in debauchery and ruthless feats. But dominant periods are common among creative people, or dormant rather. They emerge from them carrying the prey of new discoveries in their teeth. So that's good to know. I see the dust of my beloved capital on this man's feet. Ada, I bet you must have met me. It's the other way around though, isn't it? In any case, I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting you. I am Andre, not Peter. Don't you dare call me that. I'm quite a quarreler, and I don't want to discredit my soulmate. I won't discredit him, not in my... You won't discredit him, not in my eyes, anyway.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
Now's not a good time to talk, however important the matter. Alright, I'll come by later. Okay, then. Are you somebody I can talk to? No. She is glowing, though. Making me uncomfortable. I'm gonna leave, then. I thought I could get food from here. I require sustenance, man. I'm hungry. And, I mean, I'm getting there. I'm not super hungry, but still. Okay. I won't avoid it any longer. I'm gonna go talk to Isidore. But I need food. The owner of this house, Katerina Alexander Supro. Okay, I don't remember when that happened, but sure. I've already talked to Maria. Oh no. Wait, I'm confused. Who's Maria? Oh no. I misread. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Her name is Maria. Okay, I will talk to this. Katerina Saburov. Alright, what do you want me to know? Before I go talk to Isidore. I'm disappointed. I expected the pub to actually have food, not just coffee. Because I'm not sure how I'm going to balance the whole food thing. At least I have a place to stay. If I need sleep, I just go all the way back to the starting house and just sleep there. I do like how at least they make... So here we are. Once again, no one's asking us. Got a smoke? Take a look here. Can you repair this device for me? What device? Keeps missing his target from 3 yards away and sharpens his blade too. Yeah, sure. Okay, so that is a tick mark. Let me see. In my inventory, is this now 100%? It is! Okay. So, when I initiate trade, the eccentric obviously do what you expect it to. I do not like the interior scent. I don't like that picture at all. Lady, you creepy.
Yes.
I mean, I'm glad you agree with me. I'll just make a new save. Might as well. I do not like that picture. Okay, Katerina, you want... I don't know who these people are, but regardless, it does give me information on their characters. So Katerina Saburova? Katerina. A queen turned witch. That's what you get for dabbling with the spirits of the night. After Nina died, Katerina shamelessly rushed to the place of the Dark Mistress. A burden of caring for the town was victorious, so petty games were still allowed. You got carried away, though. Rumor has it she needs daily morphine injections and welcomes cold-skinned visitors in her alcove at night. Good to know. Laura. I don't know who these characters are, but I assume each one of these named characters is also a bound. Katerina took a hard hit and managed to pull through. Who could survive between Nina's rock and Victoria's hard place? That's how the town worked back then. On this rock, Nina was forged. I don't know who they are, but again. While Victoria maintained a firm stance to keep in check, Katerina was the one to ensure the balance was in place. I also admire how much Alexander she love each other. They could have been grand kings of old. Noble, resolute, and honest. Now is simply the wrong time for them. Okay, the only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. That's what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has two sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. A brutal philosophy. I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically. I'm talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Danovsky. Do you favor good or evil? I favor winning. Because he's effectively fighting against death, fate, and time. And I don't know if it really is going to be... I know she says it's not a metaphysical battle she's talking about, but at the same time, it kinda is, because you're fighting against... Unless all of those things do become a physical being, and there is combat in this game. So the potential is that fate, death, and time become physical beings that I have to fight. But yeah, we'll see. Spoken like a true warrior, I truly wish your victory, Bachelor, even though I doubt there can be victory at all in this battle. You are very kind.
Simon, to tame his impertinence, Earth had disgorged a monster from deep within its bowels.
Great. You're a brave man, Bachelor Donofsky. You are overestimating my virtues. This fight, it is unlikely to end in your favor. Does a clay and bone Maneater leave traces of the kind you've witnessed? I don't know what a Maneater is. It's only a spell, an illusion. They just prefer to see it this way. It makes it easier for them. What Maneater? I'm sorry to break it to you, but you will have to fight to the death. Even if it were a metaphor, the ending is still unambiguous. If you don't find out what happened before nightfall, you will die. How do you know all this? I'm clairvoyant. Great. So does each segment of the town have one clairvoyant who has their own interpretation of the battles to come? But then again, she also has the same opinion as Maria, who also says that it's going to be a fight to the death and are probably going to lose. What is the nature of your visions? This should not be your primary concern at the moment. You should concern yourself with the number of minutes you have left, and that number is dwindling. I don't throw predictions around. Others will tell you how often they come true. Do heed my warnings. Fine. Is that all you're going to say to me?
Matchmakers.
Oh, the torment. I can't bear it.
Trying to woo me.
Do you think Simon Kane's death was unnatural? No, not at all. How could somebody who absorbed all our blood not die? What? A single man cannot handle that. There are limits to a living being's vitality, and there are limits to the world's patience. Wait, what do you mean by what? Absorb? Simon used to drink human blood? Simon transformed our town into a single whole, a living being. He was the heart, and we were the blood running through the town's veins. We radiated his light, and that's why we used to shine so brightly. The bound are actually bound to Simon. But who could have killed him? Who is to blame for his death? Even if someone did have something to do with it, is that person worth blaming? Most likely they didn't even realize they were killing someone. Yes, that's how it is. Now I see very clearly. Oh yeah, you're clairvoyant. I'm gonna keep talking.
It's true.
Why don't
the
you...
girl has proven that she's a saint, not a killer.
Okay. Oh, the torment. I can't bear it. Why don't you take some painkillers then? Okay. Time to leave and talk to Isidore. If it's really true that I'm going to die unless I find some truth to the matter, I might as well go quickly over to Isidore. But I can already see what they mean by each of the power players in this town have their own agendas and interpretations of how things are gonna go. Oh, do each of the towns... Oh! What was that? Okay. I don't know what was that, or if it was anything at all, but that gave me a big old fright. And I don't like it. Wait. The atmosphere is already getting to me, man. How do I even get there? I don't... I've already seen bizarre things in the night. Or not in the night. Just bizarre things in general. And they're talking about a Maneater. And they won't talk about or elaborate upon what this thing is. So I'm just a little bit frightened. How do I get inside his house? Where is the door? Okay, there's people in front, so apparently that's the front door. Way inside. Oh, maybe that's just a texture loading. It looked like a man in the corner of my vision. So suffice to say, it made me jump. Who are these people? Patrolmen. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Is this a bad dream or something? Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we suffered. Isidore Barak? He's dead too? No! A great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc, an outstanding man, beloved and well-respected to us locals. Does it really always have to take the very best? What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too. This is merely the beginning. Only the beginning? What makes you so sure? See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There is a talon struck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor for the deceased that had been a renowned steppe walker. The steppe? The comment said something about the steppe, I think is the green area around the town. And the dust was all covered in hoofsteps and, like, traces of sharp bone, I guess? As if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shabnak Adir, the clay Maneater. The one that seems to be this foreboding creature that people talk about. I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Saburov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected. For it is they that have been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden ages. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You must take the road up there to get to the Cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. You should have said so from the start. So, okay, the rod. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. So those symbols mean a new pop-up. So, like this, Katerina's warning, you must make haste. The sun will set in 4 hours. Unless you are able to recognize the Shabnak guys, he will kill you before nightfall. Tarry not, I beg you. I am the only one who can tell you what the monster looked like. Meet me at the rod outside the Tanner's district. Okay. Fantastic. Isidore was murdered. The local authorities have sealed off his house. Alexander Saburov, the head of the Saburov family, is taking control of all the proceedings regarding law and order in the town. The Saburovs are one of the 3 families that govern the town, and Alexander was the person to take immediate measures after the discovery of Isidore's body. Okay, so I am on a time limit. Within 4 hours, I'm going to die. Something is going to kill me. And now I'm scared. Where am I going? I don't like this, dude. I'm very exhausted, too. Oh, no. But I have no choice. What is this Maneater? Oh, I don't like this. I think that means another hour. I'm gonna... Because the episode is getting around that time. I don't like the texture pop-ups, man. I'll go into the house and call it an episode. I don't like these sounds, though. The fact that I have a hard time limit of 4 hours is scaring me a lot. Hello, Alexander. We will talk next episode. For now, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.